Hey you guys, it's Callie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a contouring video. So I've never done anything like this before on camera, so I really hope you enjoy it. I had a couple people ask me to do this, so I figured why not. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how I got this look. Basically just kind of like chiseled the face out a little bit here with some contouring and highlight. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Hey you guys, so I just got out of the shower obviously, and I just figured I would do my makeup with you guys. I've had quite a few people asking me for like contouring advice, and just to put it out there, I am not a makeup artist. I don't claim to be. Yes, I'm a hairstylist. We learned makeup in school, but I'm not a makeup artist by any means. So this is just the way I do my makeup, and I will just show you kind of how I go about it. And let's see, I'm going to start out, I just, like I said, just got out of the shower. So I washed my face, cleansed it, and put moisturizer on. And then I'm going to go in with the Haley's Beauty Primer. This stuff is bomb.com. And basically just going to focus that in my T-zone. And some people do contouring different. I mean, you got people who do, you know, like massive amounts of like cream contouring, things like that. I don't cream contour. I just use powder contour. So basically, yeah, just to kind of make my face look a little bit more chiseled, if you will. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, so I just went ahead and applied the foundation. I did use the Haley's Beauty Luminous Finish Liquid Foundation. And I just applied that all over my face. Easy peasy. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply concealer. And concealer is a way of highlighting, basically, if you're going to use a lighter color concealer. You can use it to brighten and highlight the face. So I am going to go in with the, okay, so I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. And so typically with concealer, you just apply it under your eyes, right? Because you're just concealing the dark circles. But it's also used to brighten and highlight. So go ahead and apply it under your eyes. I like to do kind of like a triangle shape. You can bring it down the side of your nose. That's going to basically do a contour on your nose. And then I like to kind of bring a line right here to just lift the eye a little bit. So just come straight down the side of the nose. Don't forget about that inner corner. And then I like to kind of go around my nose right here because I do get redness there. And then you're going to take your concealer and hit the, basically the center of your face. So your chin, down the center of your nose, and then in the center of your forehead. Brightening is basically bringing that section of your face out towards somebody. Contouring and bronzing is going to make that area up here smaller. So I'm just going to use my same sponge here, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of tap that in. And that's just going to make that area brighter. I'm not necessarily using it to cover anything, just using it to brighten. You can use a brush or a sponge, doesn't matter. A sponge to me is just faster, but I like using a brush as well. You don't have to use a shade quite so light. This is obviously much lighter than my foundation, but it will make that area appear brighter and really stand out. And my Beauty Blender, or this is a Morphe sponge actually, but it is, I was gonna say moist. People hate that word. I don't mind it. It is a moist sponge. I ran it under the sink and then just wring it out, wring out the extra water. And that just brightens that area up. Be sure to hit those edges so you don't have any lines. This video is for Jen Hobart. She's the one who asked me to do a video on contouring. So this is for you, girl. And again, this is just how I do it. I'm not a professional. All right, so then we got the concealer on, and that's just, like I said, just brightening those center plane of your face. Then we need to set the concealer. So I'm gonna go in with my same sponge. I'm gonna go in with this flat side here, and I'm gonna dip it into some translucent setting powder, and I'm gonna bake underneath my eyes. I'm using Younique's setting powder. And I'm basically putting this in the same spots that I put the concealer. Now you don't have to bake. Baking is just gonna make it a lot smoother. And for me, it makes it last longer. You don't have to do this. You can literally just set it with a powder. But it just makes, to me, it just makes it last a lot longer. And like I said, it makes it really like smooth looking. And when I say bake, I don't know if you're familiar with that. It just means to place a bunch of powder on your face and not wipe it off right away. You're baking it. You can take that edge of the sponge and really just kind of run it down the side here. That's going to help contour the nose as well. And then I get real oily here along my smile line, so I'm going to set right there. This isn't something I do every day. Just when I, like if I have a special occasion or I want my makeup to look flawless, I will do this. Just setting everywhere that we put that concealer. And I will set the rest of my face as well, but not with a sponge. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just kind of set everywhere else. So just taking this big fluffer, dipping it into that powder, and just lightly setting everywhere else so the foundation doesn't move. And you can leave your baking powder on for really as long as you want. I'm probably going to wipe it off already, but you can leave it on for longer, and it just makes it that much more brighter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that powder. You can see it just makes it like super bright and set underneath the eyes so that your makeup doesn't move. All right, so then we'll go into bronzing. So just take a big fluffy brush and whatever bronzer you use. Today I'm going to use the e.l.f. bronzer. It's just very inexpensive. And you're basically going to make a 3 shape. So you're going to start at your forehead and come here and do your cheeks, and then come here and do your jawline. So you're making the number 3 on your face. And I just kind of hit the high points of my cheek right here. I'll bring it underneath my jaw. And I'll show you a trick too once we get to like the contouring. Bronzer is just to basically add some color back to your face. Contouring is to contour your face. Chisel it, if that's a better word. So bronzer is for warmth back into the skin. Contour is to chisel out your face. Okay, so now that we're all bronzed up, you're gonna take like a brush like this, an angled brush, or just any small brush really, so much smaller than you were using with the bronzer. You could use something like this, or even like this. Something small. I really like this Real Techniques one. It doesn't have, oh yeah, sculpting brush. Perfect for sculpting the face. So this one just kind of has like an angle, and I did just use it, that's why it's dirty. But so for contour, you want to use more of like an ashy color, and because you're really trying to create that shadow. So for bronzer, you're going to be more warm, and then for contour, just to kind of hit those, you know, spots on the face that you really want to chisel out, you're going to use more of a cool color. So I'm going to be using this Tarte Pro Glow palette. And there's a bunch of different shades in here of highlights and contour. So I'm gonna, this is a cream one right here, and I don't mess with cream, but so I'm gonna use this one right here. And it's a cool toned color, and I'm just gonna dip my brush in. And you're basically just gonna hit where your cheekbone is. So like right here. And I'm just kind of like stamping it on. You don't want the line to be too harsh, but you also want it to show up. So if you go a little heavy-handed, you can always take a big fluffy brush and kind of diffuse the line a little bit. And you want to go up with it, not down, because you want this line right here. You're really just kind of hitting the back of your face right here. So think of it from the corner of your mouth up. That's where you want that to be. Not below it, above it. That's going to lift your face. I'm just basically drawing a line. And then I sometimes just kind of feather it up. And then, if you have a big forehead like I do, you can contour your forehead as well. Now, you don't have to, but anywhere you put this is going to make your face appear smaller or bring it in. So if you already have a little forehead, you don't need to do this part up here. Oh boy, can you hear my dogs? They're fighting. Okay, so now that we've chiseled out the cheeks and the forehead, You can just see how that just brought my face in right here, made it look a lot more narrow. We're gonna do the jawline. So typically a lot of people think to go like underneath the jaw to sculpt it out. What you really should do is bring it up onto it a little bit, and I'll show you the difference. I'll see if you can see. You're just creating a shadow. I don't know if you can tell. See, this side looks a lot more chiseled than this side. It's like you're cutting your double chin off. See that? So you don't have to stay underneath it. You can bring it up onto the face a little bit. It's a good little trick. And then you're going to take that brush and just kind of blend down because you don't want a line. And that just chisels that out real nice. And then to contour the nose, you're going to take an eyeshadow brush. I should have cleaned this one first because it has eyeshadow on it, but you're just going to take bronzer. Well, actually, you're going to take that contour color and just hit it with a big fluffy brush like this, and you're going to start from where your eyebrow ends, and you're going to bring it straight down here, and then you're going to take it from this eyebrow and straight down this way. It's okay if it's heavy, you can blend it out. This is just going to make your nose look skinnier. So it's going to look crazy at first. So again, you're just connecting it to the tip. And then you're going to take it underneath the nose, and that's going to shorten it a little bit. And then I like to take a little bit smaller brush. I should have cleaned my makeup brushes before I did this. Take a little bit smaller brush like this and go right along here. It's going to give you kind of like that little button nose. See how it does that? Okay, then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just blend that out a little bit. And just kind of go down with it. So there's no harsh lines. All right, so we just blended that out. And then we're gonna go into highlight. And I'm going to use, you can use eyeshadow if you want as a highlighter, like if you have a palette. Oh, this is real nasty, but if you, any eyeshadow, like a champagne-y or a goldy color will work if you don't have an actual highlighter. So I'm gonna take a brush like this, like a little domed brush, and just dip into my highlight. If you want, you can spray your face first. That's going to make the highlight even more intense. So let it dry just a little bit, but not all the way, and then you're going to apply your highlighter. I like highlight, but I don't like when it has like that chalky look. I like it to look more like wet, almost like your skin is just glowing from within. So you're just going to hit the high points of the face. And I kind of wrap it around here. You can use your finger. Your fingers are awesome for highlight because what it does is it kind of just melts it into the skin. Gives it kind of that wet look. And then I usually take it above my eyebrow here to kind of give the forehead a little bit of a glow. Anywhere that the sun would like naturally hit you and kind of give you that sun-kissed, not sun-kissed, just glow. I'm going to take a smaller brush and I'm going to do my nose. Where'd that brush go? We'll use a different one. You're just going to apply it to the tip of your nose, kind of right where you had put that line right there, and then the line down here, there's like that open space. Just going to apply a little bit right there to the tip, and then down the bridge. Kind of make a little exclamation mark. Then you can do your Cupid's bow. So right above your lip. Even go right here a little bit. Sometimes it looks like your upper lip is sweating if you put too much right here, but yeah, so then I would go ahead and apply blush at this point. And let's see if I have any blush here. Yeah, I'll just use this e.l.f. one. And that just kind of goes like between the bronzer and the highlight, kind of like right on top of it, basically. And you can always, if you apply too much of anything, just take a big fluffy brush and blend it out. And I usually do that at the end, just to make sure everything is merry. I usually go a little bit over my nose too. So then I'll just take a big fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything together. But yeah, so that is how I contour the face. I'll go ahead and finish my makeup and I'll come back. All right, so I just basically went ahead and threw some lashes on. That's all I did. But I hope you liked this video. I hope it was helpful. I'm showing you kind of how I contour my face. If you have any other questions or want me to show you anything else, just let me know and I'll see you in the next video.